welcome to part 9 of this playthrough. I just finished cleaning up my house and I decided, hey, what the heck, let's play another part of Kingdom Come Deliverance. Look at the left, guys. Look at the wind blowing through that grass. You can see the grain from here. I have to... I don't know how detailed this is. Look at the flowers. That is so nice. Right, my horse turned a little. The quest is bury your loved ones in Scarlet and flee the castle and get to Scarlet. So yes, we are on our way. I'm hoping not to encounter I think they are cultic human. I don't know if that is right. The humans, there you go. I don't want to encounter them. They are still too difficult for me. I already said it. We did all the tabs in this section. We did inventory, the player, the sidekicks we cannot do. We only don't have a dog. There's not a lot to see here. You have all your quests, the main quest, the side quests, the quests done, which in my case is only the unexpected visit. And then you have the activities, which is none right now. So I think I can consider this still being the tutorial. You have the map, so you have your legend, and then you have your points of fast travel. I think I can fast travel here. I am not going to do that right now. Then you have the Codex, which is a big part of this game. That's, as you can see, there are a lot of Codex thingies. Let's read this one. That will be my how you say that? I said it already. I'm going to read one tab a time every part, but this is so there's so much to read about that I'm only going to read animal husbandry. So in the Middle Ages, a significant part of any property ownership consisted of livestock: horses, goats, cattle and poultry. Horses were highly prized and until 12th century were only available to the nobility for military purposes and for light hauling. The change came in the 12th and 13th centuries when horses came to be used for transport and tillage. In Bohemia, horses began to be shod. I don't know what shod is. From the 11th and 12th century up to the 13th only as a rule on the front hooves, and later when horses were used for heavier work on all four. Okay, I get it. They get an iron on their hooves. Almost every serf in the Middle Ages would prefer to own a cow than a piece of arable land. So even some landless folk had access to food by way of milk. Curiously enough, in the Middle Ages, milk and dairy goods were not traded much. For one thing, many people had a cow of their own, but also because no effective means of milk and dairy product preservation was yet known. Except for cheese, I guess. Sheep were kept by both serfs and upper class, largely for their wool. The poorest often kept a goat for milk and cheese. There you go. Pigs were left to forage in the woods all year round, feeding on beech nuts and acorns. Medieval pigs were much like wild boar and had little in common with today's pink animals. The most commonly kept poultry were chickens and only rarely geese or ducks. All cattle grazed freely on the meadows around the village. In the heavy winters, the livestock was kept inside the house, even sharing the same room with the people and serving as a source of heat. Nice! So that is the only thing I'm going to read. Now I'm going to do some horse riding. The discovered shrine. I'm going to ignore that. As you can see, there's already livestock around, so it was common that the livestock just was in the open. Wait, what?
You'll have to wait for me here, friend. Better to keep going on my own. Looks like they've already gone.
Okay, that was a pretty abrupt change in my opinion. I thought that maybe I would encounter bandits or something like that. Quest log, homecoming, although my liege Lord Sir Radzig Kobila forbade me to leave Talmberg, and Lord of Talmberg Sir Divish complied with his wishes and tried to keep me in the castle. In the end I succeeded in leaving. I had to get back to Skalitz and bury my parents. I couldn't just leave their bodies to the dogs. Find your parents. As you can see, I'm here and that's pretty far away. So, wait, how is my food? I could use... Let's eat those last apples. So we are low on food now.
Jesus.
The frick, I can actually loot everybody. Whoa. This is a church, guys. Man, that's terrible. Cannot enter. This is so well done. This is so well done in my opinion. Okay, I think I have a suspicion that we will now meet our dog. Nice, well, nice. In that way, there is a lot, and they really took care of this part. I thought finding food would be more difficult. One groschen. It is a bit macabre. But I'm going to take as much as I can. Dandelion. I don't know. I'm sorry, I didn't. I'm too. That's a thistle. So we had a nettle, and now we found the thistle. If that is a correct pronunciation. I thought that is, but it's pretty. Do I have them all? Okay. And still there are bodies to it. I'm starting to be heavy. On the other hand, I should only take this one. The torch. Boss radish, they're all going bad. Take. I think we're done. I think we're done here. Yeah, I think we're done. Now, let's check. We have 57 now. Is this still, how you say that? Freshness. It gives you energy. Nourishment is 2. I don't know. Oh shit. It is gray. I'm not going to eat it. I'm even going to drop it. I think everything under there you go. I do have some stuff that is 100%. So there you go, guys. My god, I love it. It's actually raining in real life here. I can hardly see. My god. If you have a headphone, guys, turn up the volume and put it on. It is amazing. This is a barn. That's weird. That's a little birdhouse. This was a barn for stock. Can I jump it? I can. This has a Skyrim feeling. Okay. Can actually shit. It makes sense. But it's realistic. I'm wondering what they are growing here. You are in a private. Alright, let's do a little lock picking. Shoot, I missed it. This is not easy. This is really not easy, guys. Did I lose? Yeah, I think I lost a lockpick. I had two of them. Question is, no, it will not. It will not overburden you in a private area. I know that. I don't think people will return here. Okay, I'm going to shut the curtains. It's a bit too dark here. Okay, I'm back. My god, look how beautiful. Those I can pick, I guess, if you really need to be on the right spot. Okay, let's quit that. We have dandelion, we have thistle now, and we have nettle now. Right. I want to see the weapons. We have a bludgeon, a primitive weapon good for straightening out disobsidian stables or chasing off thieves, but not a lot of use against armored opponents. It has stab damage. That is pretty Okay, but the blunt damage is actually much better. We still have the sword, so I don't know. It's weird because it's a quest item. This is Radzig's sword, and my father made it for Radzig, but Radzig did not ask for it. Right, we are going for the village. What is my weight? 64. I would like, what do we have? There is an achievement where you need to be oh, poor horse. My god. Where you need to be nourished. Oh my god, no. It's weird that they did not burn down everything. How cheap is that? What is this? Wheat. Okay. Sean Zala Revel David. What is this? I don't know. Sean Zala. I saw how you say that? Maybe in the Codex shrine. Right. Now you have to know this is part 9 and I'm at the moment you will see this part. I will already have uploaded all parts of We Happy Few, but that's what I'm doing right
What's
now.
going on there? What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you?
Wait. Wait. Jesus Christ. I don't like it. Shoot. Armed combat. Lock on opponent. My god, no. Man. How do I draw my weapon number 4? So escape. Come on. Yeah, there you go.
You're done. Ow! Ow!
Come on. Okay, it's a bandit. Release him unconditionally. Let him go disarmed or continue the combat. I'm going to continue the combat.
I'm in no mood for talk. You're dead. Bastard!
Oh shit, 7? Oh.
No!
Why? Oh.
Mercy!
Sorry man, but What does it say? As a padded guilty jack, it provides some protection in combat that can be combined with main plate. The condition is 0. So we are going to take everything we can. Except this one. It's weird. Didn't he have a weapon? I guess not. What is weirder is that it's still worth 8. So let's take it. You're overloaded. Yeah. Yeah, that's way too much, so... Man, and we really cannot have more. Try dropping some inventory and putting them in your horse's saddlebags. Unfortunately, I'm still wearing my sword, I think. Let's keep our sword ready. Man, this combat going to be too heavy, I think. Yeah, I'm overburdened. Damn it. Let's put it that way. It is pretty, wait a minute. That one will go. This one is better than my old boots. So let's use it. What is weird is that it's not stolen anymore. There's no... So we are going to hold on. But the hunter's gloves are... That's so weird. Some stuff is... Only this one is stolen now. All the rest is okay. Weapons. Let's drop this one. Food wise, the bread is pretty heavy. Let me see. That's too much nourish. I wish there was a nourish thingy. Okay, the pear. Should I eat it? No, I'm going to drop them. I am going to eat the apple. Wait a minute, 41, really? How much? Nourish 7. Just let's eat another apple. My health, I lost 1 health. That's not even worth taking. It seems... Okay, take all, nice. So there are other villagers, if that is the right word. I don't know the hell what I'm doing when I'm fighting. I'm just trying to hit something, but the special attack is 1. And blocking is 2. Yeah, Jesus Christ. It's also very weird.
Oh God.
Yeah. You can say that I'm going too much in that way. Although that is the one of the possibilities. My God. That's pretty scary. It seems like there's no one in there. I think we will meet Teresa. What is this? Oh, it's a haystack. I could whistle my horse. Let's try that. Let me check something out, you know. Okay. Nope, my horse is not coming. Pretty weird. So this means there's another guy over there. That bandit was pretty easy because I had armor, of course. Let's only take the corrosion. Fudge, yeah. Okay. There's another body here who has nothing. That's not even worth taking. Oh, there was a... no, that's not what I wanted to do. There's a little red cross. So what does this mean? Too bad it doesn't show. Someone made a cross in the middle of the road. Okay, let's take the bread. It's nice. It's a good thing they make you, how you say that, is that something? It actually is. Comfrey, I don't know what it is, comfrey. I'm going to write it down and look it up what it is in Dutch. I'm from Belgium. So I'm not speaking, normally I'm not speaking English. You know nettle. That's the comfrey. How are my skills? No skills to be, okay. How is my god, that goes fast.
Sweet Jesus. It's the charcoal burner.
Really, man? We're getting to a point we're going to be overburdened again, like right now. But I can actually put stuff on his body, I thought. The bread roll is too much. Now, is there something about being overburdened. I'm not going to tiredness and waiting. That's something else. Wounds and healing. Items and equipment. Okay, here is the overburden. If you have a horse, you can store it. Is there the buff? Overloading info. If you're carrying too much weight, your maximum speed is lowered. Place some of your stuff into your horse's inventory or just drop something on the ground. You can't sprint or jump. Your walk is slower, your attacks and dodges are slower, and your attack costs you more stamina. If you're over encumbered up to half the level of your total carrying capacity, you won't be able to mount a horse either. So yes, Houston, we have a problem. Durability maybe. So now we are going to ditch my old boots, I guess. There you go. I'm not... I'm really trying to get used. There's another guy over there. So that's another opportunity.
Hey!
No! Leave me be! Don't kill me. I have nothing.
Well, he's running away. There he is. Nice. So well done.
Why would anyone do this? What did these poor souls ever do to them?
Yeah, man. I totally agree. So I can be picky right now. Bandage, that is important. I have to watch out that I'm not getting overburdened. How far away are we? We are getting there. That's... Is this nothing? Okay. Shrine. Zach, Kelly, Tony, Long, and Sean. This has to mean something. I think those are the names of the people who worked on the game. This is not an indie game, is it? One groschen. Take it all. I think the amount of weight that's getting back better while your strength is going up. There seems to... Yes. That's also a new herb. Valerian. Dandelion. If you have problems with sleeping, it's a bit. Is this not good? I'm still experimenting, guys. Herbalism went up. We will have our first minimum level 5. So that is why I'm doing this. But I'm going to do this more offline, of course. Just checking if I have my sword ready. How much does this give me? Picking up 1. Is it 7? So it was at 7. Let's find one more. Chamomile, we don't have chamomile. There you go. So picking up 1 of these gives me 4%. It's 4%. So I need to pick up 25. My god. Given the fact that this was all built up, that I walked here. Weight is 1.4. That's going to be too much. If I look in it again, right, I'm guessing if I don't, my god. I can go to my inventory and ditch. I'm wearing this one. Darn. We're going to leave it here. It is not bad. The bludgeon is even better. Weird. But the question is, can I do something? I'm going to leave it here and move. This is all 100%. So the herbs don't go bad as the food. How much is it? Nourishment 7. I think I'm okay. Can I? Oh, I'm overloaded. Oh, sorry. Yes, I am. Fudge. Why should I keep a dog skin with me? This is not really except of a lot of the torch I'm going to keep. The foot wraps I need. The green shirt. What about the spirits? What is this? A lot of nourishment. Alcohol is big. Durability, okay, nice. So I'm not going to leave that here. I think... Can I? I actually can. Now I have to go that way. Where am I? Oh my god. Really? I thought that I was already in a village. Yeah, I have to climb this one. Okay. How will I be able to get... There's another gate. There's another gate. There's some like these wormwood, yeah. They stand out, so I like the fact that you can actually, or how you say that? This I thought was also something, but it isn't. Wormwood. How much time do we have? 12 minutes. Nest. Okay. Oh, there was a marigold. That's another one. I think that... Oh, there's the nest. I cannot reach it. There's another pillager.
What's going on there? Hey, well now, let what's come.
Okay.
Dear God.
Sorry, man. He has a lot of good stuff once again. Let's take this one. Unfortunately. Oh my god. I shouldn't have done that. I'm way too heavy. Let's leave that one here. We have 2 patched hoses. Okay, I want the worst. Yeah, let's leave that one here. Ah, decisions. Decisions. Food-wise. What weighs a lot? These. What do they give you? Nourishment 4. Crap. This is difficult. Let's at least first eat something. Nourishment is okay. So I can actually eat something worth 10. So let's eat one of these. Right, maybe one apple. Oh, look at that. Oh, we are at 100. And now it is all good. Nice. So this is our way through. He is the one I killed, I guess.
Baby, he didn't run like me. He died with a sword in his hand.
Yeah, man. It is what it is. That is a... Okay. Oh, okay. So his sword is separate from his body. You have to actually... right. That is annoying. Let's read the words. Want someone's pride and joy. This short sword is now an old relic that won't take too much rough treatment. The point is practically worn off, though the blade is reasonably honed. Ah, man. The thing is, I can ditch the bludgeon, but then I still will need to ditch stuff. And this is only one weight unit. Wait a minute, why are you... oh my god. The boar hide weighs 4. Let's drop it. There you go. Yeah, I know. I said I would not pick up any more stuff, but I
You stood by his side and he did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. Didn't abandon him like me.
My god, don't be so harsh on yourself. Didn't he have... I cannot take the arrows. Ooh, that was a weird... Yeah, I'm full, so I'm going to quit. I think I'm pretty close to my... I think that is in. No? No. I think there will be a cutscene, I guess. Or is that my mother? Neither is she. I really cannot take any more. Okay, there we go.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find the shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
Right, my God. I hear the dog again. I think he will be let me think. That is find a spade. I'm going to put a marker here. I really would like... wait a minute, I can loot them. I'm not going to loot them. Okay, I lied. How is my... Fudge. 7, it is not enough. I don't have a lot of time for this part, so what I'm going to do is run to our house. I can enter it. Would be nice. Oh yes. So we finally are able to ditch some stuff. Move. Okay. Alright, that is our cue, guys. It's weird that it still says, I already said it. Stolen. Will this go bad when I put it in the... chest? Or will it stay the same? I'm still very heavy. Wait. Yeah, the sheep's skin can... This is too much. I think 5 is better. But I have my doubts. Although it's not weighing a lot. Oh man. This has durability. Move. So 74, yeah, it does make a little difference. Maybe I'm doing something stupid. Food wise. Okay, let's check something out. Bread roll is 61. Just a little test. Now I do have a lot of stuff. I want to weight it apart. How much nourishment for? We have 24 more weapons, only the torch. Yeah, I'm going to keep it like that. So I'm hoping I can come back here. Okay, there's another. Let's do it. Damn it. Yeah. So that is how what happens. The lockpick broke. It's not easy in my opinion. And it costs a lot. Alright guys, I'm going to quit here. Thanks for watching. And I hope to see you in the next part. Bye bye.